In the ashes of this rural home, Russian authorities made a gruesome discovery. The charred corpses of 4 relatives who'd been stabbed to death. Down the street, 2 more bodies were found. This Russian state media report said it didn't take long for police to identify 2 suspects behind the mass killings. They're both career criminals, well known in the village.
He hardly ever left prison, serving a total of 17 years. He'd only recently been released.
One of the men had been freed as part of Vladimir Putin's policy of pardoning prisoners who fight in Ukraine. Igor Sofonov was serving time before he signed up for the war. He survived and returned to his hometown, only to be arrested again. President Putin claims convict soldiers are unlikely to cause issues if they return to the community. But the data says more than 90% of prisoners reoffend.
These are people who have no combat experience, but they are not afraid of blood. They have already most often committed some violent crimes.
The policy is causing increasing issues in Russia as violent criminals return. Among them is Denis Gorin, who was serving decades behind bars for killing 4 people and eating one of his victims. Nikita Semyonov is another. He was jailed for murdering his father-in-law and is now back in his hometown, touring schools as a war hero. Those who knew his victim are angry.
The fact that this man was in prison made us happy. Then we heard rumours that he was going to free himself through the war. We were just really hoping he would die there.
The policy is also causing issues on the battlefield, where some former prisoners believe they're being sent on missions they can't survive.
The orders they gave us were so crazy we shouldn't have followed them. We think they're basically getting rid of us.
A problem set to get worse as the war drags on. Riley Stewart, ABC News.